Hi everyone, how's it going? We'll wait a second here, see if anybody wants to come on. If not, they can watch it later. That's totally fine too. Got my peppermint coffee, as I posted yesterday, that I love peppermint coffee in my Detroit Pistons mug, so go me. This is we'll call it the drive home. We'll call it the afternoon chat. We'll call it fireside chats, whatever you want to talk about. But we are gonna talk a little bit today about stress, especially as it affects the holiday season. Christmas time, stress becomes an issue for people who have to do all sorts of shopping, have to deal with family coming in town maybe, all sorts of things that can cause you lots of stress during this time. So, we talk about food being a main stressor. We talk about physical things being a main stressor. There's also emotional things that cause stress in our body. And all these things play a toll on our neuromusculoskeletal system, the physiology of our body. We have during this time we eat all sorts of terrible food. People always say there's like the 4 food groups during this are cakes, pumpkin pies, apple pies, pumpkin lattes, all sorts of crazy stuff just because it's the holidays. So we let ourselves go a little bit. And that's why, after these big meals, you get that 20 minutes later, you go take a nap. And those are pretty nice actually sometimes, but a lot of times it's because the stuff we're putting into our body isn't necessarily conducive for alertness or awakeness. And also there's some fight or flight after you eat. You tend to have digestion period where you are a little more sleep prone. But the moral of the story is that in this time of stress, there are several things we can do. We're not just prone to accept that we have to put on 20 pounds every holiday period. One of the things that I tell people to do is, even if you're out going to a pub crawl in the day, do the water sandwich where you're loading up before and after drinks water. During the holiday season, start and end every meal with water, and then obviously drink water during it. But if you drink water before your meal, basically what it does is it starts to reduce the inflammation, put some of the inflammatory cytokines down. Water is just perfect all around for the most part. The more pure it is, the better. But also staying, fully hydrated is a better way to stay healthy, eat less junk, because you have that fake full feeling in your stomach. Everybody knows that if you're doing any sort of fast, or if you're just trying to keep yourself from eating late at night, you drink some water and it sort of gives you that satiation or that fullness feeling that helps prevent you from snacking or overeating, we should say. Another thing that's really important always is sleeping the proper amount. This time's really hectic, and so especially during the holidays, kids going to wake you up early Christmas morning. But all throughout the holidays, if you can get in adequate sleep, that's going to be huge. Your emotional levels are going to be good. You're not going to fly off the handle at your in-laws when they come in town, as well as sleep is basically the ultimate healer. Any sort of tissue imbalance, any sort of pain or fatigue that your body's taken, that's when your body does all of its recuperation. And so it's super, super important that we get a lot of adequate sleep during this time. Another thing, obviously, I like to talk about chiropractic a little bit and how it helps. And today I got a little bit of research for you that I'll pull up that's pretty neat. So the research that I looked up recently shows that there is significant decreases in muscle tension and stress after a chiropractic adjustment. And so when we carry stress, we tend to carry it up in our shoulders. I'm sitting here when I'm doing this, I'm leaning forward a little bit more, and that causes some more increased strain on the upper shoulder. So chiropractic adjustment decreases muscle tension and stress after a chiropractic adjustment. Also pretty cool is that it found that there is a level of sympathetic relaxation. And for my nerds out there, sympathetic is the part of fight or flight that is the fight or flight symptoms, basically. So where when you're stressed out, your sympathetic nervous system is in overdrive, which then punches out a bunch of cortisol, which is the hormone that is your stress hormone. And when you have a bunch of cortisol flowing through your blood, then your body begins to store things more as fat, and no good. So basically our goal is to relax the sympathetics down, especially when they don't need to. We live in a high stress environment as it is. So chiropractic can help with that, can help with that muscle tension, can help with all sorts of things. It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. I enjoy what I do, and I like to spread some of the message about it too. So basically, the holidays, as you know, are just a great way to show people you care. Hope everybody has a blessed holiday season. We'll be doing more Facebook Lives, more videos like this in the future. But if you feel like anybody you know may be a little stressed out during the holidays, freaking out, they got to buy all their presents still, go ahead, share this video, give it a like, post it to your page, some little tips that you can do to help you out over the holiday season. Hope Santa's good to you all, and we will see you sometime later this week. Toodaloo.